Hey there, it's your boy Foxy, back for more relationship stories. My wife left me and our daughter for a guy we met at the mechanic shop, plus updates. Original post. We've been married for 5 years. We have a 4-year-old together. She has 2 other kids from a previous marriage, and they are pre-teens. About 2 months ago, we went to the mechanic shop to get her car serviced, and the guy there, she kept talking to him and looking at him. I ended up talking to him too because I had a Raiders jersey on and he said he was a big fan of the Raiders. Anyway, I work 10-hour days that she absolutely hates, but she is a stay-at-home wife. I pay all the bills, so I have to be away. She was seeing this guy we met at the car shop every day I was at work, behind my back. 3 weeks ago I came home. She wrote me a text saying she was gone, and she's in love with this guy, and she believes this is her soulmate. This guy, I did my research, has no place to stay, so they all have been living in the car I pay for in different parks. The sad part, she left our 4-year-old behind and took the other 2 kids that are not mine, and she has blocked me on everything. Family members have sent me posts of her saying how much she is happy now and in love with her sexy man. It hurts to the core. I can't eat, sleep, or function at work. Worst is, my daughter cries every night. Thank God my sisters and mom have stepped up to take care of her while I work, and they watch her full-time on the weekend. It's like I'm numb and don't know what I did so wrong. I took care of her, loved her when she was sick, loved her children. The worst thing she said I did was work too much, and that I didn't have time for her. Well, sorry, I'm the only one paying bills. It sucks so bad. The other worst part is last night, she had the cops beating on my door. When I opened up, it was her and the cops. They were escorting her in to get her things. I'm so glad our daughter was sleeping. She gathered up some more clothes and said toss the rest as she'll never be back. I looked outside and the guy she's with is sitting in the passenger seat. I am beyond livid. Oh yeah, and she texted me this morning asking if I have gas money for her and will I pay the car note, and maybe she will talk to me face to face, but this is the only way. I didn't respond. I am numb. Yes, I worked a lot. I'm sorry I didn't have time to take you to the movies or a special dinner, but we have never been hungry one day. Have a beautiful house, and I always give you anything you ask for. Why not communicate so I could have worked on being a better husband and father? My wife is so beautiful I thought I was lucky, but now I see the real her. Edit. She has sisters and a mom. She's not close with her mom or her sisters except one, so she might take her, but she's younger, kinda living her life in her 20s and just graduated college. They don't have their bio dad, just me, so I don't know. I think they would go to foster care. Being honest here, but I would take them in if I could. I just don't want the drama with her. If she can just leave me the kids and go, then I'd be good, so I can start to heal as this is too painful to deal with at times. Yes, the car is in my name. I pay for her phone bill as well. Thanks you all. I'm scared to turn off her phone because my son left his cell phone here in his room, and I believe my daughter has hers on her because she posted on Facebook a very sad message. Then she blocked me from looking at her page because I was leaving her messages. I think it was her mom that did. I literally have no contact with them except today when she took me off block from her phone to text me and call. She completely iced me out. The kids started school a few weeks ago, but now I don't think they are going because their backpacks are in their rooms. I looked in all their clothes. She only came to get more clothes for her. Yes, I am calling CPS to see what they have to say. Have to be honest, I was hesitating. Don't know why I am so scared of her reaction. No, she has never worked since I known her. She said her dream was to be a stay-at-home wife. But even when she would complain she was bored of it, I said she could get a part-time job, and she said no, she really doesn't like to be work if being honest. Yep, she'd always complain about being bored or just unfulfilled. I said, well, you could get a part-time job, and she acted like that was beneath her. So I have no clue what she really wanted. She would shut down and tell me to stay home more. That was impossible with the lifestyle we were trying to give the kids. And she is very high maintenance, so nothing was ever good enough. I don't understand her, and probably never will. Now for the top comments before reading the update. Get a lawyer. File for divorce in full custody. Hoping you've already done this. If not, do it tomorrow. She has abandoned you, your marriage, your child, and the family home. If her name is on the deed or mortgage, this is important. Get screenshots of all her glowy posts about her new life. In the car. If the car is in your name and not hers, report it stolen. If it's in your name, don't stop paying for it. That hits your credit report. Call CPS. Those other 2 girls should be in school right now. Are they? Don't be surprised if she hands them over and CPS shows up on your doorstep with the other 2 kids. Have a plan for that. Yup, thank you. Our friends and family have sent me all the posts on her Facebook about how happy she is now and in love. I've kept them all, even the photos. Get in touch with her ex if you can. I'm sure there is a pattern of this behavior from her last relationship. It may help your case around custody. This sucks horribly, but she's absolute trash and likely not mentally stable. So my advice in order: 1. Immediately go no contact. Change the locks, return any mail that comes to her to the sender. 2. Report the car stolen and stop paying the note. Inform the lender that the car has been stolen. 3. Remove her from any insurance policies. Remove her as the beneficiary of any of your insurance policies or will. 4. Immediately file for divorce and get a temporary restraining order, and at the very least a temporary ruling that you have 100% full custody of your daughter. 5. Make sure you notify your daughter's school of the restraining order so she can't check her out or pick her up from there. I'm not sure it's a good idea to stop paying the car payment if it's in his name. I'd hate to see this witch destroy his credit too. I definitely think he should do the rest though. He should also make sure she doesn't have access to his money in the bank or on credit cards anymore either. I would not doubt if she tried to clean him out in Jump Town. Stop paying for the car. Call the cops and CPS on her butt for forcing her children to be homeless. And start compiling evidence for your divorce. I'm sorry she broke your heart. And definitely take some time to grieve. But you need to get all of your legal ducks in a row to protect your child and yourself from her. I guarantee she will come crawling back. Don't be dumb and take her back. Life is too short and people change. Do what is best for your daughter. Be thankful you have family to help raise her. A lot of people don't have the extra support. I'm so thankful for my siblings and mom, even though I know this is a huge responsibility on them. I feel blessed in that aspect. It feels drug-related, bro. I would bet money that meth is involved here somewhere. This crossed my mind, but she doesn't do those. She smokes weed, yes. But they have been behind my back for 2 months before she left, so who knows what's been going on. I've been so busy with work that I feel like it might be my fault. I should have paid attention. Now for the first update. I met up with her at the gas station by the house. When she was crying on the voicemail, I gave in. Sorry, I'm only human. I do love her, but I am done with her now. When I got to the gas station, I was shocked to see her, as I think people are right that she is on D's. In just 3 weeks, my wife was already small, but she is bony now. And my wife always dressed beautiful, even casual, and she was in literal sweatpants rags. But her nails were done. Whatever. I gave her $200 for food and gas. Her guy was in the car as well as my kids. I said, I will take the kids, please. They can go to school or have your family pick them up. She said no, that she wants her kids with her, that they are no longer any of my concern. This killed me inside, as I've been their dad for 5 years. They call me dad and I love those kids with my heart and soul. She refused to say if they are in school. Don't worry, I called CPS today and left voicemail. I said, you have another kid, remember? She says, yeah, I love her and miss her, but right now I do not want to be in her life, and you need to respect that and get over it. She is better off with you. She literally said, I don't want to be in her life. I said, are you in love with that guy? She said, yes, she is. She made that clear. She doesn't want to talk about it. I said, okay, I want a divorce, and she said no, she doesn't want to discuss that either. She does not want to give me a divorce. Well, shocker, I'm getting in contact with a lawyer. Then she says I must pay the car note on Friday. I said, nope, not gonna happen, nor your phone bill. She said the other guy will pay her phone bill, but I will pay my car note as it's her car. It's in my name though, so that will be a fight for me in the future. Whatever, not arguing, bye-bye. But the craziest thing is, she says I love you, loud as hell as I walked away. I didn't even turn around nor say it back. That was it for me. Oh, and my birthday is tomorrow, and I asked if I can take the kids out to eat with me. I plan on going to my favorite steakhouse with my daughter and family. I would love for them to come. She said absolutely not. So I said, are you really sleeping in parks, and why? She got upset and said I need to mind my business. So yeah, folks, thank you so much for all advice. I was scared to call CPS, but I did it. I just feel like this is a long emotional battle that I am already drained of. Hang in there, OP. You are doing the right thing, but don't let your wife manipulate you. She clearly is still trying to keep you on a string in case her relationship backfires. Stay strong and fight for your kids. You did the right thing by meeting with her. Now you know what you're dealing with. Plus, it gives you ammunition for divorce and CPS. Yup, and now she's calling again saying she wants to meet at our storage sometime tomorrow so she can get her stuff out. But I don't trust it. I am not meeting her anymore. That's it, my lawyer will deal with it. Be careful, OP. I have addict family members that have stolen and done irrational and dangerous things to get the next high. I know you already have a long to-do list of things. Maybe consider adding changing the locks to that list. And definitely take some vacation days and sick days from work to deal with everything. Good luck. I would only pay the car note if the older kids can come home. You have a pretty good custody case, because in the checklist regarding best interests of the child, it is important for them to keep a routine and continue going to school. You have a really good custody case. Stability and continuing the routine are 90% of what makes a good case. How old are they? Do they have any say in what their future looks like? How horrible for them. They are 13-year-old twins, love him to death. They are really good kids with some anger issues, but they have been dragged through a lot. They were finally stable with our lifestyle. Now she ups and does this. I think it's only a matter of time before she splits with this guy and tries to fix things with you. Her new lifestyle isn't sustainable, and she's not going to make a sustainable life from the choices she's made. The car she's living in belongs to you, and you should absolutely work with the police to get it back. The fear of being homeless and alone will eventually scare her straight, and she'll beg you to take her back. My advice is do everything to protect yourself and your children legally and financially now, then divorce this woman and let her live with the results of her decisions. She was homeless when I met her, living in her car. My friend threw a party and she came with her friends. I did not know this woman, but when I woke up the next morning, she was in bed with me. I'm talking laying under the covers fully clothed while holding on to me. We didn't do the deed and I was drunk, but it's like she picked me and latched onto me from that day forward. So many red flags looking back. She had a beautiful, fun personality and really attractive. I was wrong. Now for the latest update. My son called me tonight on her phone to tell me happy birthday. Weird that she's letting him use her phone to call me of all people. I asked him where was he at. He said they are staying at this guy's mom's house for the night. They are staying in one room, at his freaking mom's house. I felt like snapping even though I'm cold and over this situation. I am beyond angry at her for putting them in this situation. I did tell him I loved him. Jesus Christ, OP should have called CPS sooner, but I can understand with the stress he's under. I truly wish the best to OP and hopes he gets custody of all his kids, divorces that woman, and with her substance usage and bad choices, get next to nothing from him. Good luck, and I'm sorry this is happening to you. I think he's scared of losing the older children. The kids are 13. That is old enough that if they say they'd rather be with OP over, say, grandma or auntie, it's going to have weight. Especially if OP is in court going, I'll take the kids. But, and maybe somewhat possibly heartbreaking, he may want to check in with their bio dad. The saying goes seasons change but people don't, so it may not be the first time the ex just ghosted a partner for no good reason, and taking the kids. I think I can safely say this was doomed from the day and the style in which they met. People warned me. Yup, should have listened. Yeah, OP doesn't seem very bright. It sounds like he was dazzled by her beauty. He mentions that a lot, and ignored all these signs that she was essentially a mentally ill homeless woman because he wanted what he wanted. I mean, he says for 4 years she was a good mom and cooked and cleaned and so on, but sounds like he was never home, so how does he really know? Sucks that there are kids involved. This story sounds a lot like how my mom and dad met. My mother glommed onto my dad because her parents had kicked her out of their house and she was couch surfing. Found a guy with low self-esteem who had a job and money. My dad thought with his junk, and then my mom got preggo so he married her. Little did he know my mom was an alcoholic with mental illness problems.